Hello.
Hello.
That was quite a film clip you had just
That's quite
then.
a chase. Do you do all the sort of stunt work yourselves?
Well, we do all of the basic driving, the stuff when it's on the ground. When it gets up in the air, we call it the crazy people. The comedian you had on earlier, I think, does most of the driving. No, we do a lot of the, let's see, how can you put it? The stuff that the studio's insurance company will let us get away with. I'll put it that way. The really hairy stunts are done by stuntmen who work all the time. We do all the fights and climbing and running and jumping, things like that. I've caught a cold since I've been here, so
It
pardon my...
sounds rather husky. It sounds
yeah.
very good.
Oh,
Actually,
good.
The other thing
Well, this is how I always sound then.
you're always sort of jumping over creeks and doing
Yes, we
crazy
are.
things. So, I mean, some of that must go wrong occasionally.
Well, yes, it does, but never anything really drastic. Let's see, how can you say it? Every once in a while, Tom and I, Tom is the Tom Wopat, the gentleman I work with, we'll jump in the car, which is called the General Lee, and we do go in the windows because it is a stock car. And in stock car racing, you weld the doors shut in case you do have an accident, you don't get thrown out, which is taken out of NASCAR, which is a southern tradition in the United States. We'll get in the car, jump in the car, go out of town and out of the camera's range, and the director will say, cut, and then you'll hear this tremendous crash. And everybody says, my God, what happened? And they'll run around the corner, and there we are. And what has happened a lot of times is we have very tiny little streets, as you have here, because on the back lot, it's really fake. So we'll come around a corner and hadn't checked it out ahead of time, which you always should do, and run right into a truck or something, which is parked there because we have these little red lights like you have here that say stop what you're doing because you're going to make too much noise for them to film. So we come around a corner and smack into the back of a truck or something. We've never hurt ourselves, but we've been through, ready for this, 300 of those orange cars.
300?
300.
In what length of time?
In 6 years, which I believe is an average of three General Lees per show. So we're kind of rough. We're kind of rough on the cars.
And
but,
expensive on the cars as
We're
well.
expensive on the cars as well, but it's all in the spirit of good fun, and I think it shows, and I believe that's why the show has been so successful. People watch it and they really enjoy it as we do making it.
You seem to be quite mad about cars anyway, I mean, in your
Yes.
private life.
Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, my wife is doing a show which is going to take her to Italy next week. And my first comment was not, well, oh goodness, we can see the ruins, we can see this, we can see that. I said, well, I'm going to find out where the Lamborghini factory is, and I'm going to go there, and then we can take a detour and I go to the Ferrari factory, maybe stop by Maserati on the way. So I'm rather crazy about cars, yes.
Getting your priorities right on
Gotta
your
get 'em
wife's
straight.
working trip.
Exactly.
Yes. Do you
Have
have
to
a
do that.
collection of cars yourself, though, at one
Yes,
point?
I do.
You still have them?
Yes, I still do. I have a collection. It's in California. I used to have a shop where we used to sell cars, and what happened is the shop didn't do very well, so I wound up with the collection. So it's a rather advanced sickness. I have several cars sitting there, and they always turn my head. I've been finding it very interesting driving on this side of the road.
I bet you have.
Yeah, it is. It's a little strange for me, and luckily Tawny my wife sees a lot better than I do, and she'll point and say, "Wait a minute, you're on the wrong side of the street."
Well, just don't
So-
try any of the Dukes of Hazzard tricks, you know, in and around London. They're
Why?
Just well,
Come
they might
on, now.
clamp you immediately, you know.
They probably would. I wouldn't make it to the Lamborghini factory.
That's true. Tell me, were you basically a country boy before you went into the series?
Well, not exactly. I'm from New York, which is not really the country. However, my family has always been big fans of country western music, and I've always liked as wide open spaces as much as I could get to them in New York, and which is not very much. At the time of the audition for Dukes of Hazzard, I was living in Atlanta, Georgia, which is the country, and I had pretended to be from there. I told them that I'd lived there since I was 2 years old, and anything to get the part, and lied and lied and lied and lied, more or less. And after about 5.5 weeks, I had gotten the part, had to fly out to California, fly out to Hollywood, and audition for the part there as well. Got the part and came back and started filming the show in Georgia. So it's been very, very good for me since, as I said, I do like the wide open spaces. We have just gotten back from a trip to Woodstock, which was wonderful because London is very, very pretty, but I wanted to see what the countryside was like. So I don't come from a country background, but it's in my heart, so that's where I like to stay.
How did the acting bug as such really get to you?
Well, I started when I was 8 years old, and I used to sing. I still sing. I sing quite a bit. My singing got me into musical theater at a very, very early age, 8 years old. And I was always very tall for my age and very large, actually very heavy for my age. So I did a lot of theater productions with older people, with adults, which brought me to doing things for children in children's hospitals and things like that in and around upstate New York. If I was to look back at one thing that had the biggest impression on me, it would be that being a child myself and going onto a stage and getting smiles and laughter from other children, and especially children who were sick, just kind of stuck with me. It said that this is a good thing. This is something you should continue doing.
And of course, we're going to see you tonight actually singing on
yes, you are.
live from Her Majesty's
Live
at a
from Her
quarter past
Majesty's.
8.
That's right. And there is a thing for the Children's Royal Variety Performance, which will be on coming up in the future, that was done last week, where we raised £200,000 to help children here. And I work with the thing called the Children's Miracle Network Telethon in the States, where I work with Donnie Osmond, who is here as well, who's going to be on that show. Last year, in our money, we raised $5.5 million in a telethon, which is very good. It was our first year. Next year, we hope to double that. So
So you'll be practicing with the old vocal cords then?
Yes.
Between now and
Yes,
then.
I will.
Is it country
Yes.
music you're going to be singing tonight?
No, actually tonight there's a song from The Wiz. It's called Home. The Wiz was quite a long-running Broadway play. It's a very, very large song. Hopefully my sinuses will clear up a little bit before I have to sing it, but if not, maybe I'll just make it a little lower. It is a lot of fun. It is not a country song. The album that will be coming out, which should be coming out here, I hope, around September, will be very much country. There have been albums in the past in the States, and they've all been pretty much country. So that's where I'm looking to go with my music, but not tonight. Tonight is black tie and going to be very dressed up.